Hey everybody, welcome to Dream Big Swings, and today we're talking about 5 stocks to be watching this week. But before we jump in, would love for you to subscribe to this channel and like this video. It'll really help us out. But let's join this journey together, building our portfolios with Dream Big Swings. Let's jump in. Starting first with ticker symbol SRPT, Srpt Therapeutics. And I think I want to start with the stock that I think has the greatest opportunity for a comeback this week. We look at the chart here. It's been trading, closing out at 82.29, which this had big news in the past week. You can see the year chart. It was trading at 129.02 on January 10th. It did have lows down to 82.38, but it has grown throughout 2020 all the way up to 178.06. This past week, it dipped over 50% down to 82.29, and we're going to talk about why that happened. Just we look at its website, Srpt Therapeutics. They've got a bunch of different therapies that they are working on. Specifically, what they're known for is the gene therapy. They've got 43 programs that they're working on. 27 of those 43 are in gene therapy. We've got 2 of them that are in gene editing, and we've got 14 that are RNA technologies. And we look at kind of where they're at in the stage of development and in the process. You've got a couple here that are already in commercial. They're out to the public. Some of them are in clinical trials still. Some of them are preclinical. You got exon 52, SRPT 50, 53, 50, 45, 50, 52, 44, and so on. And then some of them are still in the discovery phase. Those are the NR therapies. And then you got down here to the gene therapies. Most of them are out of the discovery phase and now preclinical and continuing to move. And then you go down here even further. A lot of these therapies are still in the discovery phase, but that just means there's a lot to come from this company coming out here in the next few years. And look over at the Yahoo statistics and chart. The previous close before it tanked was 168.95, and then again it did decrease 50%. The 52-week range low is 78.06, and we almost dropped down to the all-time lows, meaning not all-time, but the 52-week lows. And the 52-week high is $181.83. See, the market cap is $6.5 billion. And then the 1-year estimated target is 190.24, and that may not be updated after that crash. I really am looking forward to what's going to happen on Monday. Stock twits here, 17,000 people are following. I like looking at this site just to see kind of what the social chatter is around a specific stock. You got 17,000 people that are engaged with this. People are asking questions about FDA trial and questions about some of the news that came out. I'm going to talk about in just a second. Obviously, people are getting pumped for Monday to see a comeback after this 50% sell-off. And the question is whether or not this stock deserved to be sold off that far, and if all is lost for this company, if it's just going to continue to tank. And so here we see an article that says Srpt stock dropped 50% after gene therapy setback, what to do now. Read some of this. Until Thursday, Srpt Therapeutics led the race to prove that gene therapy could cure Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a genetic disorder that progressively weakens the muscles of children. Late in the day, however, the company announced that a controlled trial of its gene therapy failed to improve the average muscle strength of the treated children in a statistically clear way. It is an understatement to say that it was initially not only surprised but deeply disappointed, said Srpt's chief executive Doug Ingram on Thursday evening conference call. The company blamed the poor showing on the unlucky randomization of sicker children to the treatment group as opposed to the placebo group. Younger children did well on the gene therapy. So this is it's a mixed trial that has caused the stock to tank 50%. Again, you know, people are reading this as a failed trial, but again, you see even the senior executive Doug Ingram saying that younger children did really well on this gene therapy. And the question is whether or not all is lost for this specific gene therapy. And so scrolling down here to the article, there's debate over the value of Srpt's treatments, including its existing drug products. The company's first drug, Exondys 51, was approved in 2016 when a top official at the FDA overruled a rejection recommendation by the agency's scientific staff. The drug improved biological measures of protein levels in children, but hadn't shown it improved their muscle performance. Srpt's second drug, I can't even read that, 53, was also approved after an initial rebuff by the agency. Measures of healthy protein production in the latest gene therapy data were disappointing to some analysts who asked several questions on Srpt's Thursday call, and average levels of those biological measures didn't correlate with muscle strength. People are saying that Srpt, this drug, Srp 9001 gene therapy, including 10 with production version that it hopes to commercialize. We are convinced that Srp 9001 will play a transformative role in the treatment of muscular dystrophy, Ingram told his Thursday audience. So the company is not giving up on this therapy. It did work well in younger children, but again, the trial that they were on, it did fail, but they're not giving up on this treatment or this drug, and so they're going to go back at it and keep working. Again, they were leading the way until this came out, and I do believe that we're getting ready to see this stock come back up maybe 25% in just this next week. Some of the analysts that are looking at this stock reduced the price target. One reduced it from the price target of 190 and reduced it down to 125. But again, 125 is still far above this 82 where it's at. And so we're getting ready to see what happens on Monday and later this week as well. The second stock that we're looking at, moving along here, is IPOE, which is Social Capital Sophia Holdings. IPOE SoFi. So this company IPOE is really SoFi, which is social finance, and it's a company that they have products for money, investing. They have a credit card, student loan refinancing, private student loans, personal loans, home loans, and a lot of products. This company has grown an insane amount just over the last couple of years and had their best year yet in 2020. They are believing they're going to continue to grow into a multi-billion-dollar company over the next couple of years. We look at the chart here, and so now they're public with IPOE, where they can start trading. And so looking at IPOE, it's trading right now at 1874. The previous close was 1914. There's a little bit of a dip after people bought in, hearing the news that they were going to offer this publicly. The 52-week range of this stock is 1037. 52-week high is $22. Market cap of $1.8 billion. But this is an opportunity for people to buy in to SoFi, the company SoFi. Do you believe in the company, the products they offer, and what they're able to do? Because they're essentially offering banking services, investing services, retirement services, loan services as well. It's kind of a one-stop shop. And on StockTwits, you got 10,000 people following this stock, and you're looking at the social chatter, what's going to happen. I think SoFi is a good enough company to hold for the long term. Exciting news from SoFi being able to go public, and I think it's really great. Here we go. SPACs attack. Recap SoFi. Let's look down at the news about SoFi specifically. SoFi offers loans, refinancing. We talked about this: mortgages, personal loans, credit cards, insurance, investing, deposit accounts. The company expects to hit 3 million customers in 2021, representing year-over-year growth of 66%. So again, they're going public, but believing their products are going to help grow them 66% going into 2021. Next stock, third one, is TAN, T-A-N, Invesco Solar ETF. This is an ETF, kind of like a mutual fund, something that is actively traded in the area of solar, and so it's currently trading at 119.13. And we look within an ETF, what are they holding? What does the portfolio look like? And you can see the last trade was 119.13. The breakdown is they got 55% of their sector allocation in information technology, IT. You've got 4% in financials, 10% in industrials, and 31% in utilities. Most of their allocation is happening in the United States, but then they've got some companies in China, Spain, Germany, Norway, France, Japan, Canada, India, and just a touch, almost 1% in Switzerland. And let's go down to their top holdings. And so these are the companies this fund is investing in. And this is why I believe it's something to look at this coming week. Their top companies, Enphase Energy, being a solar company. Then you've got Sunrun, Solar Edge Technologies, some companies out of China, First Solar, Daco New Energy. You can see the 52-week low at 2114, the 52-week high at 123.66. Its net assets at $3.6 billion. And so this is a safer play because it is holding about 50 different companies. There's 7,000 people watching this on StockTwits. The reason I think TAN is a great investment coming into this week and something to look at is because the new administration and Joe Biden is getting ready to release his economic plan for 2021 and for the next 4 years. And I believe that the Democrats are going to lean in heavier than ever before in the area of solar, in the area of EV technology, and his economic plan is going to benefit all of the companies that are in that sector. And TAN is a way for you to invest in about 50 different companies in the area of solar. And so that's something to look at. The next company is Enphase. And we talked about Enphase because it's the highest company held by TAN. We can look at that. Their website, the all-in-one solar and storage system. We look at Enphase. It's currently trading at 207.41, 52-week lows of 21.49, 52-week highs of 222.43. So again, they've had a great run up in the last 52 weeks. Market cap for Enphase Energy is $26 billion. Good sized company there, and the 1-year target estimation is 146.81. People are saying this is overvalued right now. But I believe, again, with what's happening in the United States, that Enphase Energy is going to have a continued run and benefit because of what's going to happen with solar technology this year. StockTwits, you got 23,000 people watching this. And again, this is a place where you can watch the social chatter of what's happening in a company. Here's an article from Motley Fool. And Enphase Energy joining the S&P 500 index. We'll start off a new year with a bang. The company has been tipped to join the S&P 500. And so this is another reason, not just because of what's happening in politics, but another reason to look at this company is because they have a chance. There's some people are tipping off that they might be included into the S&P 500, and not just this year, but maybe even this week. The last company that we're looking at is NIO. No surprise that I am a fan of NIO. They had their NIO Day on Saturday, and they released their brand new sedan. And so they've updated their website, the NIO ET7, which rivals the Tesla Model S and Model 3. They released new battery technology as well as some updates about their battery swap stations. Which is something that Tesla does not do. Their battery swap stations are going to be tripling their capacity, and these are 5-minute switches. Let's look at the chart. 58.92. The 52-week low for NIO is 211. 52-week high is 59.31. Market cap of $91 billion. You've got 194,000 people watching this on StockTwits. So again, super popular stock. I'm watching this one. Either it's going to go down because people are disappointed about the timeline of when some of this technology is going to release. Also, people are really excited about this launch. And every time people thought Tesla was going to go down after reaching, even $100 as a stock, it's now up over 800. I think NIO is in a similar situation that people are betting against it because it feels like it's had a great run for a long time, but people have bet against Tesla. And Tesla's continued to skyrocket. Another reason that I think NIO is going to continue to go up is because China has bailed out this company before, so they believe in it. China wants this company to rival Tesla, to continue to grow, and also NIO later this year has plans to release their vehicles in Europe, which is a huge deal. And so here's some news just about the sedan that came out. And so those are the 5 companies that we're looking at this week. Srpt, Srpt Therapeutics, believing that it's going to have a run back up over $100 even this week. We've got IPOE, which is SoFi, a company that offers all types of banking, investing, mortgages. TAN, which is a way for you to get into an ETF before Biden releases his economic plan for the next 4 years. And this is a way for you to invest in the entire solar sector, about 50 different companies. And then the top company that TAN holds is Enphase Energy, and it's an opportunity for you to get into this as well before that economic plan releases. And then you've got NIO releasing their brand new sedan after NIO Day. We're excited to watch and see what happens. Again, they've got big news, not just with the sedan, the battery swap stations, the battery technology, but also releasing their vehicles to Europe. And thanks so much for listening. If this has benefited you, like this, subscribe to this channel. Thanks for joining this journey with Dream Big Swings. We'll see you soon.